Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Good afternoon. It's drive time with Dave. I'm Dave. I'll be your driver. Today, we're going to talk about when enough is enough. When you don't like something, change it. But what happens if you can't change it? You just don't like something, you can't change it, it's not within your control. You know what you do? You change your attitude. You change yourself. You learn to deal with it, work around it, ignore it. Does it really matter? Is it life-changing, life-altering? What's going to happen if you simply change your attitude? You just put a smile on and that's it. And here we go. We're all set. When enough is enough. When too much is too much. How much work is reselling? Well, a full-time job is 40 hours and I think reselling is 80. It's more than a full-time job is ever going to be, and so many times the same questions come over. Gosh, you spend so much more time doing this. You do. And you only have you to answer to. When it all goes wrong, you only have you to blame. And when it goes wrong, because you shipped the wrong thing, you shipped it to the wrong place, you shipped something you didn't get paid for, you don't get paid, something goes wrong, you only have you to blame. That's it. You go to your job, you clock in, everything goes wrong, you get blamed. You get blamed for something that may have not even been within your control. And you come home and you put something up and it sells, and lo and behold, you get blamed for something that may have not been within your control. You ship an item, it doesn't fit, they don't like it. Say they don't blame you. They don't get mad. They just simply want to return it. Well, you feel like you've been blamed. You feel like you've been beat. You feel like, I shouldn't continuously stick my arm in front of that camera. You got to pick yourself up and go, this is just one moment in time. If you let that beat you down now, what's going to happen when you've got 3,000 listings? What's going to happen when you've got 5,000 or 10,000 listings? A year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years, right? It's never about today. Today is just a moment in time. You go out, you can't find anything, you're having trouble sourcing. Feels like everything's against you. So you go home and you list. And there's other things that you can work on. Or you simply do research to find new products. The keys to success: knowing what your competitors are doing. Knowing what your competitors are selling. Keeping up with the current trending items. There are trending items. There are trending items. According to eBay, they provide a list of trending items for potential growth within that segment of items. Do you have the ability to find those items? I don't know. Do you have the ability to find some items that would really be very close to those items that you could capitalize on that with? That is a great idea. Keeping up with the trends doesn't mean that you can... Sorry, camera's a little out of whack. It doesn't mean that you can find those items. It doesn't mean for you to go and copy whoever you're trying to copy. It doesn't mean any of those things. Simply, it's a gauge Can you find something close, similar, within that realm, within that genre? So those are the things that you should concern yourself with. You know, you watch those haul videos and somebody holds that shirt up and they're like, I paid 50 cents for this shirt. Yeah, great. And you sold it for $20. You're never going to find that shirt again. I'm glad you got to make that $19.50. And then after you take out your fees and shipping, you made whatever, $17 or $16 or $15 or whatever. Right? You got to find a lot of those items. You have to find a lot of those items. So I just learned that a trending topic on YouTube are people that do haul videos. People love to see what other people are buying. It's so weird because I just love to see what I'm buying and selling. I'm not really interested in what other people are buying and selling. But I am interested if I can find items like those items. So are we watching those haul videos so we can go, wow, that was a really great example of something that I should be looking for? Because you're never going to find that item. That's the beauty of why we get to make money with used items. You can't go and buy 1,000 of the same used item. That's right. So you use it as a gauge. So if you're using it as a gauge, I completely understand. But you have to go out and you once you find the specific style that you're looking for, you develop your own way of doing it. And no matter how many videos somebody watches or how many books you read, you can't do it to the letter. You have to find your own style. You work at your own speed, your own pace. You do things your own way. You have to adapt and grow into the role, into the job. You adapt and grow with the responsibility of each passing day. That's what we can do. So, can everyone do it? Sure. Will they get to where they can adapt and grow quickly enough? Will they learn efficient ways? Can you learn efficient ways from other people? Sure. Right? Can you do them just like they do? Probably not. Because we all have a way to do things. And I even create problems for my employees. I slow them down because I want something done a certain way and people can barely duplicate how I do it. So I have to have 2 employees doing the job that one person could do. I could probably do the job of 2 people because it's the way I want it done. But when I ask someone to do it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work that way. Once in a while, you find someone that's capable of doing something just as good as you. Oddly enough, they don't need a job because that's what they're doing. They're doing it for themselves. That's what drives us to become what we are, is our ability to process, figure out, solve problems. I like to consider myself a problem solver. So I'm a problem solver. That's what I feel like most of the time. I spend all day solving as many problems, and there are problems that maybe other people can, but they don't. Maybe no one leaves it to chance. It's easier for everything to fall back on me because ultimately it's always my decision. It's my job is to make sure everything runs smoothly, or at least what I consider smoothly, because ultimately it's all my responsibility. I'm Dave. This is Drive Time, and I'll see you soon.